I became completely debt free 2 years ago, which is crazy how fast it's gone. It took me 5 years to pay off my debt. I had a total of 82,000, more than 82,000. I became completely debt free 2 years ago, which is crazy how fast it's gone. It took me 5 years to pay off my debt. I had a total of 82,000, more than $82,000 of debt. And I still am a firm believer that debt free is the way to go.
I think it is too, honestly. And we're working every day to get debt free. Our strategy is we're just gonna save our money in our 4% high yield savings account. Well, it's like 3% right now. And then we have our car that's at 4%. And then we have our loans that's at 4%. We're just gonna continue to save. I'm not ready to just throw all my money at these loans and then potentially have no money left over if something else happened. So once the money in the savings account grows to where it needs to grow to, we're going to then throw that lump sum of money at these loans, pay the car off by mid-June, pay the student loans off by the end of the year, and we'll be debt free besides the house. And that is like the dream. That's the way to go. Frees up payments. The student loans are super low right now, $225. Our car payment's about $600. But guess what? I did it over 3 years, and it was 4% loan. So that is like the car buying rule that I like. The loan is no more than 3 years, 20% down or more, and make sure the payment is not more than 10% of your income. So we'll be debt free by the end of this year. We're gonna be sure to keep working, keep saving, keep being frugal, keeping our expenses low, and we're gonna get there. This is the key. I want to be debt free, man.
I'm not opposed to a mortgage. That's something that I eventually will get to. I don't own property now, so I'm okay with having mortgage debt, but I never again. I will do whatever it takes to not have credit card debt, car debt, all of the things, because it's not worth it. And I still use my credit cards. I get all the points, the rewards from the banks, bonuses.
Same. I use my credit cards for everything. Every single thing, just so I can get that cash back. I love Marriott. I get my Marriott points with my job. I get a lot of points when I go out of town. I love getting some points, man. I love it. I transfer points to my Marriott card because they give me bonus points, whatever. So you use your credit card, but make sure you pay your credit card off every single month. Cards are 20 to 25% interest rates on them.
Cash back. I want all that money back and more, because I paid a ton of interest to the banks before, but I've made all that money back and then some. But I live within my means, and I still travel. I prioritize what I want to spend my money on. I still buy clothes. I go out to eat here and there. But now my focus is on building wealth, and nothing is working against me. So I don't have any interest that's working against me. I am putting money into savings, putting money into my investments, and
that's it right there, guys. It's all about building wealth. And when you have credit card debt, when you have these debilitating debts, you're doing the exact opposite of what you need to be doing. Because like I said, these credit card debts, 20, 25% interest rates on them. In the market, you're getting a 7, 10, 12% return on your money. It's a losing game. 12 is a lot smaller than 20, 25, 30%. So get out of this credit card debt. Work your butt off. Get 2 jobs. And if you don't have credit card debt, don't get into it. You're not missing anything. Majority of the money that you're paying in interest, all this money needs to go towards your investments. It needs to go towards your saving. It needs to go towards building wealth. Live within your means. You may not be able to afford it, and that's okay. You don't have to buy it, and don't go into credit card debt for these silly things, because your future is way more important.
Now my money is working for me, and life is just so much less stressful when you don't have all these extra payments to make. You don't have any minimum payments hovering over you. You don't owe money to people. Yeah. Life is so much, it's just a breath of fresh air, truly. Being debt-free does not eliminate all financial stress. Don't get me wrong. Like, I still want to work on increasing my income. I still don't feel like I have enough money. It's something I'm actively thinking about and working on, but
and that's how people increase their income. They get in credit card debt because they can say, oh, I could pay this little payment, or I can buy this thing on Klarna, and I look like I have it going on, but you're making minimum monthly payments on that. Don't miss, because who knows, they're going to give you fees, interest, charge, everything.
Owing money to anybody, no banks, it just helps you sleep better at night.
No, we're not debt free at all. These payments are super low. especially when it comes to student loans and our car payment. $600 is not low, but when we are debt free, we're gonna have $600 plus about $200 or $300. We're gonna have almost $1,000 that can be deployed to different areas. And we just got this car loan, so we already knew what it was like to have 600 extra dollars, which was getting saved. This is now going to the car loan. So when we have this money saved up, we can now deploy it to where we need to deploy it. But we're already hitting our investments right now, which can be kind of controversial, because a lot of people say, if you're in credit card debt, if you're in any kind of debt, you need to get out of this debt as soon as possible. I agree with credit card debt, yes. But we have a goal. We have a goal in mind to be debt free by the end of the year. And then we're still hitting our investments, and the interest rates are way lower than our returns on the market. So I'm going to continue to invest into the market, continue to save into my high yield savings account, and then pay these loans off in full. That's my strategy. People may have different strategies, but that is mine. What are some things that you can do to become debt free? Because I don't want to just show you guys this information, not give you any tips or anything to get out of debt. So one thing I would do is lower my expenses. That is literally where it starts. If you're in credit card debt, if you're about to get into credit card debt, you need to lower your expenses and spend less money in these 3 areas: food, transportation, and housing. So go get a roommate. I know it's not super comfortable. I know it's no privacy, but go get a roommate. This is what we're doing. We're house hacking. We're basically have a roommate. They don't live in the house with us. They live above us. And it's helping us pay the mortgage. It's helping us pay the home. And with that extra money, we can then throw that to our credit card debt if we had it, our student loans. We can throw that to investments because we have extra money left over because we lowered that housing. Transportation, don't go get a car loan. If you do have a car loan, then lower that housing expense and throw that money that will go to a normal, your normal housing without someone, to the car. And then food. Stop going out to eat. $300 grocery bill should be enough for a month. That's what I think. I think you can definitely live off $300 a month for groceries. So if you can lower your housing from $2,000 to $1,000, don't get into a car debt. With that car debt comes high insurance on your vehicle because you have a brand new car. You have to get full coverage. You're paying almost easily, if you have a car loan with car insurance, gas, you're paying easily $1,000 or more a month just going to your vehicle. So those are things that I would do to kind of get out of credit card debt. So those are just some of the things that I would do to get out of credit card debt. So let me know what you guys think about this video. This is what debt-free life is like. It doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound super extravagant. But if you're able to do smart things with your money, you're going to start seeing that this debt-free life is the best way to go, as time goes on. So let me know what you guys think about the video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.